She was just the cleaning lady. Or so they thought. The morning sun had barely crested the skyline when she arrived, worn sneakers scraping against the marble curb, head down, shoulders slumped from the weight of years no one cared to ask about. She had no name to them, only a job: scrub the cars, mop the floors, disappear quietly. And today, a sleek black SUV waited for her with streaks of dust and the CEO's condescending note taped to the window. Asterisk, let's see how well you shine under pressure. Asterisk. Laughter echoed from the glass-walled lobby, interns in press suits watching her from behind their cappuccinos. One of them sneered, "Bet she's never seen a car like that in her life." The others chuckled, smug in their superiority. None of them noticed the way she studied the vehicle, not with confusion, but with familiarity. She didn't just clean it. She inspected it. What they didn't know was that she had once owned 5 just like it. Years ago, before the collapse, before the betrayal, she was on magazine covers, revered for a mind that built empires out of scraps. But one wrong deal, one trusted partner who wasn't what he seemed, and everything vanished. Her home, her company, her name. She disappeared into the background of society, a simple woman with no credentials, no explanations. Just silence, and eyes that never stopped observing. Now, kneeling beside the CEO's luxury vehicle, she worked methodically, not just polishing the chrome but checking the wheel alignment, noting the strange dip in the rear tire, tracing her fingers across the paint to feel the swirl marks from previous, careless washes. She even peered into the dashboard software, something no janitor should have had access to. But again, no one was watching closely enough to care. Until the next morning. Security cameras caught the CEO arriving early, expecting a pristine car and a quiet lobby. What he didn't expect was her, waiting calmly by the receptionist's desk, a folded document in her hand, and a look that made him pause. She offered no greeting, just handed him the envelope. He opened it, then turned pale. Inside were detailed notes, on his car, yes, but also on his company. Flaws in logistics, vulnerabilities in security, patterns in employee behavior, all written with precision only an insider could manage. Except she wasn't on any payroll list. Not really. He looked up at her. "Who are you?" Her answer was a name he hadn't heard in years, but one that once made headlines. It hit him like thunder. "No," he said, breathless. "You disappeared." "I watched everything fall," she said, "and then I watched what you built on the bones of what was stolen." He didn't argue. He knew it was true. What happened next stunned the entire office. That morning, instead of being escorted out, she was led to the executive elevator, past the same interns who'd mocked her, now silent and staring. On the top floor, in front of cameras, the CEO handed her the keys, not just to the car she cleaned, but to the company garage. Symbolic, yes. But there was something more. Rumors swirled. Was she buying him out? Was there a deal made overnight? Who held the power now? Whispers moved through the building like wildfire, but none louder than the question on everyone's lips. How did she know so much? She didn't answer. Not then. Instead, she walked out to the parking lot, slid into the SUV she'd cleaned the day before, and drove away. Not toward the slums she once called home, but to a penthouse no one knew she still owned. Cameras tracked her every move now. TikTok speculated on her identity. News channels called her the Phantom Founder. SEO was ablaze with terms like self-made billionaire returns, cleaning woman twist ending, CEO exposed by janitor, and real-life underdog story. But beneath the headlines, the real mystery remained unsolved. Because while people debated her next move, no one knew she'd left something behind. A USB drive hidden inside the glove box of the CEO's personal car. A copy of documents. Names. Transactions. A trail leading to others who had helped orchestrate her fall. And somewhere in a basement office untouched for years, an old prototype of her original AI project had come back online. Quiet. Waiting. Watching. She wasn't here for revenge. She was here for restoration. And just when the world thought the story had ended, another twist unfolded, A silent investor appeared in the company's shares. Anonymous. Strategic. Powerful. People say money changes people. But truth? It just reveals who they were all along. And as she looked out from her high-rise balcony that night, lights twinkling like whispers of secrets kept and truths waiting to be told, she smiled. Not for what she'd regained, but for what she was about to rewrite. Because this time she held the pen. And the next chapter had only just begun.